Over a single month in the spring of 1999, 3 schools, Jefferson Elementary, Griffinstein Alternative Elementary, and Chisholm Life Skills Center, were significantly damaged as tornadoes tore through Wichita. The resulting damage sparked a movement to build safe room storm shelters at sites across the city, making Wichita a leader in the implementation of such shelters. On January 24, 2001, the Wichita Public Schools dedicated the very first safe room storm shelter in the district, a multipurpose room at Jefferson. And on May 2, 2017, the district celebrated the completion of the final safe room, a new gym at Robinson Middle School, making our district the first large district in the country with a safe room storm shelter at every school.
We started looking at possibilities of creating a guideline along with FEMA to build these structures that we consider safe for our students. We started our first one at Jefferson, and we built that structure to the best of our ability according to what structural engineers and what architects could provide us.
Safe room storm shelters are hardened to withstand EF5 tornadoes, flying debris, and wind speeds of more than 200 miles per hour. In the Wichita Public Schools, safe rooms are first and foremost educational spaces used daily by our students. But they are also designed and built to house every student and staff member in the school and keep them safe during inclement weather.
The multi-purpose shelter is the most common and most commonly found at elementary schools, but we have several different types of shelters, like the music suite shelter. You know, some schools needed space for band, orchestra, choir. Some schools needed an additional gym or the wrestling room. There were several schools that needed additional classroom space, so we made classroom shelters.
Our new safe room is actually a library. We're the only one in the district that has a library for a safe room. So not only is it a wonderful space for books and a place for us to meet, but it's a safe room. It just keeps us safe, and we're all in one spot, and we can quickly identify who's here and who's not in case that we would have to shelter.
Our safe room is the current girls' PE facility, and it has impacted our girls' PE tremendously. But being a FEMA shelter, if we had to for a tornado or something, to be able to come in here and everybody be safe, I mean, that's just huge.
Prior to the construction of safe rooms, students in the district took shelter in a variety of locations during storms, from hallways and bathrooms to unused school basements. The new safe rooms allow students to calmly wait out the storm.
The first time you walk into a safe room after you've been in a building where you may shelter in the hallways or various places, just the feeling that you get knowing we are safe, it's indescribable.
We just feel more comfortable knowing that we have a safe place to come, and I think parents certainly feel safe knowing that their kids, this is the safest place probably in any community.
The safe rooms have also allowed for the development of district-wide tornado procedures, streamlining how we get kids in and out of the shelters, whether they're in a classroom or traveling to and from school.
We've been able to have, of course, uniform signage throughout all of our schools now, indicating where the shelter is, where secondary shelter is. We have a plan that's the same for every building, for bus traffic, for buses to find shelter when they need to find shelter as well.
The shelters are available for kids that are transporting and busing and going around, so we're open when the elementaries are on a bus and they can come in and stop off here to be safe.
In March, the district had the opportunity to test storm procedures during the city-wide tornado drill. District staff visited schools to make sure that everything went off without a hitch.
It was our first real opportunity to put all of our new processes into action without actually being in a severe weather event. So it was nice to be able to have staff at every building to check and make sure that those doors that need to be unlocked for buses are unlocked, and that people are getting to shelter in a timely manner, and that they're locking their shelter doors properly, and that everything is working as it should be.
Staff members are grateful to the community for their support of safe room construction. As districts throughout the region build safe rooms in their schools, we can be proud that our district was at the forefront.
I think it's huge that the district and the community were in support of making these changes. Living in Kansas and the threat of storms around, it just gives you that peace of mind knowing that we are good.
We should all have more peace of mind knowing that every site has a shelter now. The community should be proud of their investment, and we now have the task of maintaining that investment and keeping students safe.
You know, it's a relief, and it's very gratifying. When you consider we'll have every place that has students in our facilities that will have a safe room, which I don't think there's any other place in the United States that can say that, a district this large. When you take 90 to 100 buildings that we've done over the last 16 years, that's quite an accomplishment.